This is the LA Times Hero Complex, and we're here with the cast of Orphan Black.
Hello.
Hi.
So this was kind of a really depressing year. We lost a lot of people. You died a couple times. Paul's gone. All the characters are leaving us. What's going on? How do you feel being at Comic-Con in your finale lap?
This is my farewell tour.
So if it's anything like Shares, you'll be back.
Yeah.
Like 500 times.
I'm gonna cry a lot throughout this. It's almost like a victory lap for me. So it's good to be here. We always have fun at Comic-Con, don't we, Kristian, Ari, Maria, Jordan? Yeah.
Laughter and tears this year.
Laughter and tears.
Nudity.
Yeah.
And Ari, you were the big surprise last season. So is this your first Comic-Con?
I was here last year.
You were here last year,
Yeah.
so are you all now have it down pat?
I don't think you can get this thing down. It's pretty out of this world. But I'm happy that I'm happy it's not my virgin run this time. Like, I know what to expect.
I'm so excited. Siobhan's year, this was her year to sing, as opposed to Tatiana singing the other 2 years. What was that like? You had your big moment.
It was funny. I mean, it was really great. It was kind of an honor that they asked me and they wanted to use one of our songs. They knew I was a singer, but we actually did a gig in Toronto, and they came and they were like, "Oh, you're a singer." I'm not quite sure what the difference was for them, but anyway, then they asked me to do it, so I was thrilled. It was fun.
As a watcher, that was a big surprise for me. How many shots and takes did you have to do? That was like a whole day music video moment on set?
It took a while. Those things always do, which was, I mean, fine for me. I'm used to it. But my husband was doing a little cameo because he does make music with me in real life, and he was doing a cameo as a guitar player, and he just couldn't believe it. He was going mad. He was ready to leave after 40 minutes. He was like, here. He couldn't believe that it was going to take 6 hours to do this one thing. But anyway, we calmed him down and slipped him a few sneaky drinks. He was okay. We were in a bar after all.
Sneaky drinks? Okay, because they give you they make you hold just water on this horrible set props.
Oh,
Or
no,
apple
they
juice, whiskey, or
They
things
had
like
some
that.
terrible. Do you remember that?
Sometimes
it
you
was
get
like
near
malted vinegar beer. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted. It was awful.
They don't do iced tea.
No. That's iced tea for a rusty nail, but this was I think this was supposed to be Guinness, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was pretty.
And
think
it's
you just
warm
requested
too,
it.
right?
Warm
Yeah.
malted vinegar. of
Million
some kind.
fingerprints. I can't
Yeah.
even. So we lost Paul this year, and we lost we think we lost Delphine, possibly. Who knows? Are you nervous? They're killing monitors left and right.
I'm always nervous. No one is safe on this show. No one is safe.
What's going to happen with you and Allison in the future now that you're like the political figures of this suburban
I think
enclave?
we have to clean up our act a little bit. I don't know.
Really?
With this, with the election, who knows? We'll have to see what happens at Bubbles.
But you
and in the
made
back
so
room.
much money with that. And you're
And we do like the money.
drug lords.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
But
It's hard to walk away from all that money.
But it's
I would think.
it's Canadian money though.
yeah, the exchange rate is a little different.
The exchange
but-
rate.
May
So,
I just
yeah.
ask, was it real money when you were rolling around in it in your underwear?
I
Was
wish
it?
it was. It was not. It was all prop money.
Felt so good.
I know. It still felt good. It still felt so
dirty.
good.
Just for a second.
And they did that in
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
millions
true.
of fingers all over
and
your
they
body.
did that
How
in
good is
post
that?
production too. It was just like blank bills, and they put
They did every single individual bill.
Yeah, no, they did. I talked to the VFX guys, and they said they did that.
They used
They
real.
lied.
Okay, never mind.
Well, I think the big surprise was your kinship with Helena that I don't think anyone really saw coming. What was that like working with Tatiana and building that sort of back and forth?
Excuse me.
On
I
that
think the big
character.
surprise was how well he could twerk in movies.
That was true. In his underwear, no less, yes?
100%.
I did a lot of practice in my bedroom by myself. So, But with Helena, that was a dream come true. It was just, she's so funny, and working with Tat as someone else until you do it, you're not prepared for it. Until you spend so much time working I worked with Allison all the time. So to all of a sudden be in front of Helena, but it's Tat, but it's Helena, it just throws you for a loop. So you really have to be on your toes because it could completely scuttle the scene. But we had so much fun just improving back and forth before the scenes, kind of discovering each other's characters.
It
and
was
then
very,
rolling.
very sweet. I must say, I love Donnie and Elaine. I thought it was really, really tender and kind of really touching.
Yeah, it was a surprise for Donnie, I think, to see how much he really enjoyed being around Helena, because at first he was so reticent about it.
Especially after she murdered all those people.
Yeah, that. But again, Donnie's murdered, so.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he's not
You guys
clean.
are all
He's a
monsters.
murderer.
You're all. But we cheer for you, and you're all really terrible
Actually,
people. Except for
I-
you. You're
wait.
actually the good one, I feel.
Wait a second, I didn't kill anybody. I killed one guy because he was trying to kill me, and that's it.
You have a running
Okay,
tally.
you can't-
Miller was not trying to kill
Kill
you.
more
One guy.
people, Graham. What's going on?
Miller was trying to stop you.
Yes. Yeah.
Jordan
kill.
kicked a door in. This,
I kicked
this,
the door in.
He killed a
did.
door.
It
He
was
did kill a door.
I killed
That
the door.
door.
Well, this was the first time we got to see a little bit of your backstory and your like secret espionage work in the nail salon. What was that like to play a version
you
of
go.
yourself
The
playing a
most-
version of yourself?
The most fun, bizarre experience because I would stay in the accent and I would be him in between setups, talking to the crew, and then I would drop it when we went to camera, which was bizarre and I've never done that before. And it would be so interesting to see what would happen with the accent because the British accent would still pervade every once in a while, and certain syllables would sound a little more English than others. Wouldn't be completely American because anyone who's conning, especially Brits who don't, if they're not trained in accent work, the accent's not going to be perfect. It's just neat to see something on a page that looks a bit cartoonish and comical and just funny, and then to have this. Tat never works in 2 dimensions. She's always working in 3 dimensions. So the character that could have otherwise been a caricature was a real living, breathing person. And then that obviously inspires me. And it was the most fun I've ever had.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met Crystal this year, and when I think, I'm like, I can't think of any more people for her to be. So who would you like to see her be as a clone? Like just any type of person at all.
Trailer Park Mom.
Trailer Park Mom.
She really loves music and beats so much. I'd really like to see her being quite a serious rapper.
Oh, good one, Maria. That's money.
Hip-hop tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stiff
She's such a
shoulders
B-girl in real life.
Such a
She
big
is.
girl.
Yeah.
And Ari, you had to say goodbye to one of your characters. You play several as a clone as well. Tatiana really hasn't had to say goodbye to anyone too terribly hard. We didn't meet Beth. We didn't know Beth that well. Was it hard to say goodbye?
I think the hardest person to say goodbye was Seth, because I saw in the pre-production just developing these guys. I really started to really enjoy Seth, and I was really sad that he was gone in episode 2. And I knew it was coming, but I think I would have had a lot of fun with him. But I don't know, it was quite a ride this year.
Rudy's death was beautiful. It was
It was
beautifully
really
shot.
sad.
It was beautifully executed. No pun intended. It was really, really well done. Very well done. And very moving.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably the right person to meet his death too.
Yeah.
100%. 2 psychopaths alone in a room, saying
Exactly.
goodbye, having a tender
Oh,
moment.
and the mirror, like the reflection of each other
Yeah.
when they're on the ground.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Yin and yang too. Even their body positions.
Yep.
They're just, it was neat.
It's like
Really
they think
cool.
of everything when they're shooting them.
Yeah.
It's
like
they're
they
professionals.
It's like a professional
Really
show.
big picture in their mind, and they just kind of hold on to
they,
it.
they have like a vision board that they like put. Like I have a vision board in my head. I'm doing Crystal.
Graham, actually-
Crystal, by the way, just in case.
This is where
Just-
This is
Crystal
not his
this
regular
This
voice.
was confusing.
Jordan's real
That's Jordan doing
voice.
Crystal.
Graham just gave you all, the secret before you got on set, right?
Yeah.
Just envision it and you can
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm really curious what you guys want to see next season. What do you want to see for your characters? I know because you haven't seen any scripts, right?
Nothing.
So you
No,
have this
nothing.
wonderful, ability not to tell me anything. So why don't we just imagine what
Graham's
could be?
also very cagey. Graham won't tell us anything unless you get a couple of drinks in him.
Yeah. He flashed me the first page of the first script on the
Oh.
plane, and I was like, "What's that? What's that?" And it just said teaser at the top, and I was like, and he's like, Yeah.
He loves to do that too.
Yeah,
he
loves
enjoys
that.
torturing us
He's a
just a
tease.
little bit. Yeah.
Are you excited with the supernatural elements they're slowly hinting at and threading through, and like what Kira could or could not be?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And biotech, like I think I like the biotech story. Anything about biotechnology is really interesting because we have massive capabilities to do really cool things to the human body, technologically speaking. And I just think it's neat that they managed to find a way to weave something like that into the story, logically and creatively.
But then there's this element in where Rachel is right now, wherever she is with the illusion. Like that room is covered in all these symbols and all these
Yeah.
things that need to be interpreted and discovered. So I'm pretty
finches,
excited to see
Finches,
all
what
of
they're all
that.
yeah, I
about.
asked Graham,
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
that means Darwinism. I was like, oh, come on.
I want them to collect Paul's body parts all over the rendition camp and put them back together, like
Biotech
well,
back
like
together.
like RoboCop.
We'll get some
Yeah.
Ziploc
Yeah.
bags. We'll get
$1 million
Allison.
man.
Yeah.
I
And some
feel for
Ziploc
Paul,
bags.
man. Like they really did not leave it open to
No.
question. They put a grenade in you.
Like, and did you see where that grenade landed? Like right between my
Where?
legs.
Yeah, you're done.
So-
Yeah.
Sorry.
So what happened?
Maybe
Now I'm small DP.
Oh no!
They secretly cloned you.
No DP.
sometimes
This could go
though,
very wrong.
I know.
Sometimes in figuring out, in trying to get the answer to a problem or in uncovering a mystery, you have to go back to the beginning. So maybe Paul will. I don't know. There's been
Nah, I'm
talk of a
gone.
Beth, there's
Nah,
been
I'm
talk of a
gone.
Beth storyline. There's been talk of Beth flashbacks.
Yeah. Farewell tour.
On a personal note, I'd
Swan
really,
song.
really
Swan
love
song.
if Kendall Malone made an appearance again.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mom,
Yeah.
Mrs. S's mom, she's just such an extraordinary actress. I was such a big fan of hers already. I was terrified that on the
were
first day
geeking
that I would
out
just
in the trailer.
vomit on top of her.
Yeah, and
No, but luckily I didn't.
And then they
But,
bring in that giant vat of acid. It's like the Chekhov's gun of vat of acid.
Yeah.
Who's gonna go in it? You must have played around in that all day.
How many things did you threaten to kill her with? A gun, a vat of acid, and shears,
Baseball bat.
garden shears.
And I was going to blow up her house. I was going to burn the house down
Yeah.
initially as well. Yeah, quite a few.
I love Mrs. S.
Me and my ma.
She's so
Just
badass.
quality match her side.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today, and I'm really excited to see your panel later.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you
for
very
having
much.
Thank you
man.
very much.
Thank you.